Ooh, I didn't know you guys noticed me here today. Huh. Ooh. Well, as you can tell by the nice, fancy dancing I've been doing, dance to the Groovitron and everything, you all can tell that today is about party games. Because, we all like to party. Sorry, I just had to do it. And guess what game we're reviewing? Crash Bash for the PlayStation 1. Yeah, most people don't really like it, but I'm going to give it a shot because it's my childhood and I want to see if it still holds up today. So let's take a look at Crash Bash, okay? Right now. Yeah. So today we're discussing Crash Bash, as you could tell, and the intro's kind of odd. The loading screen is too, but we're not at the intro yet, are we? The loading screen's already odd, so that's a good sign. Alright, we're gonna go to new game and, check out what there is. Alright, so it looks like, it's like the good and bad side, and, oh, Joey, you can't choose anybody. Whatever, let's go. So, in this game, the main story is like, Aku Aku and Uka Uka are fighting over who's better. I really don't understand. Like, it's like if I was arguing with, my action figure about, like, if two action figures were arguing about, which, action figure franchise was better. I mean, wouldn't that be annoying to watch? My toy line is better than yours. No, my toy line's better than yours. No, I think it's the game who's the better one. My toy line is better than yours. Okay, never mind. I think I put a disturbing thought in everybody's head. I don't like to do that, so let's continue on with the story. So they fight over who's better, and it kind of causes a little bit of a rupture until eventually, I guess Aku Aku says something about like the gods will not allow it or something. So they decide to be the wise magical masks that they always are and put everybody else in it because that's what magical masks do. They take Crash, they take Cortex. I mean, then I guess that's it. And then they're like, okay, we're gonna need you two to fight each other. Okay, so now what they do is they decide to put on teams. But there's a problem. There are too many people. So, Aku Aku, says that Uka Uka, you're being a bastard, so send out some people and that's nice. You see that? That is the face of a champion. Like, this dude's like probably one of the best players in the game or something. Like, look at this dude's face. It's like his game face or something, man. This dude knows what he's doing. They decide to send two of Uka Uka's people to Aku Aku's team, which didn't really make much sense. And that's when the whole thing begins. So as you can tell, the story's not really, all that uplifting. So even though I love this game, this is going to be one of those games where I am actually going to show the ending because who am I kidding? Is it really that bad? Because, the story is like so basic, I don't think anybody's going to really care. But that's when we get to the gameplay, and then we'll talk about, the bosses and everything. So the gameplay is, fine. It's alright. That's about it. It's just a bunch of party games. I don't hate it, and I don't love it. So let's continue on to the bosses. Alright, so let's talk about the first boss, Papu Papu. Yep, the angry shaman from the original Crash Bandicoot finally returns, and he was like one of the best characters in the game, so I was happy to see that they brought him back in, Crash Bash and everything. But I kind of like his boss. It's kind of like the battle arenas in the game. And this is going to go into what I'm going to talk about later in the video. Alright, so this guy is the Bearminator, which you can tell is a Terminator reference. It's kind of like the, arenas with Polar, where you're like on the tilty thing. I really like this boss, actually. I like the use of the rocket and everything to, hit it and stuff. And the robot dogs were cool. They're kind of like the Polar things. And eventually, after you defeated him, he, like, slowly destroyed the platform, which I always thought was pretty epic. So, I guess now that's all out of the way, let's talk about the next boss. Yes, you know who is back in this game. The Kimono Brothers. I really like these characters in the games, if you were wondering, and they return in full glory in this cool arena area on this weird thing. So it's like the tank minigames, basically, which I love. I love the tank minigames, alright? I have to admit it. And what's cool is, after you eventually defeat these things, they start to go into their own takes and start firing at you. I'd show you gameplay, but, you know, I gotta go quick because, 10 minutes and everything. Oh, sorry. So, let's talk about the next boss. And here we are at the last boss, nitrous oxide. So, I will admit the first section is like, I don't know, it's like the least party game-esque type area. And I love this part, like where you're chasing them down, destroying the asteroids. I thought it was pretty cool. But the only problem with the boss battle is the final section. This turd of a final section. So when you go into this weird portal, although I will admit it's cool that you go to Nitrous Oxide's homeworld, I hate the fact that you have to do the stupid ball minigame. Like, the ball mini games are is probably one of the only mini games I legitimately hate in the game, and it always made me want to break my controller. Okay, I legitimately have to admit that. Alright, I kind of wanted to break my controller because of that, because really, anybody can be pissed off from that crap, right? You understand? You can get pissed off from that. And I didn't like how the rockets were all, shooting at you and buzz, you know. But in the end, we eventually won, and we got our ending. So let's watch it. Let's watch it or whatever. Wait a minute! This isn't the right ending. Switchback Games, editor. Oh, sorry. Let me fix it back. So there are two different endings. I'm gonna show you both of them right now. They're really short.
Your secret plan to steal the crystals has failed. Of course I knew, and as I predicted, good will always triumph in the end. You have failed me once. You will pay for your These crystals are far too powerful to be lying around. They are safe once more. That's all. I believe that can be arranged. What is this? The penalty for disturbing the crystal, my brother. What do you mean? The earth is mine. It was my plan all along, brother. Now I have all of the crystals and all of the power. How can this be? Was it so naive of me to believe that goodness on its own could triumph over evil? Now Dtrg has the crystals. The earth is surely doomed. Run, Crash. Hide, my friends. Save yourselves. There is nowhere to hide but run. Mighty
So, what do I think about Crash Bash? Well, I don't think it's a bad game, actually. It's kind of mediocre, which pushes my opinion on it down to a 6.5. But all in all, I think it's done some good stuff. And, I don't think it's terribly bad, but I'm going to address some issues. It's repetitive with the party games. Like, every round, it's like the same thing, but with a different map. You know what I mean? So it gets annoying sometimes, but they're fun. I like the crate thing and the polar thing. The only one I hated, like I said, was the one where you like did the thing, like where you hit the balls with the thing. It was basically like 4-player Pong, which it was like I don't hate it, but it was kind of annoying. All right, I'm gonna say that. So a 6.5 out of 10 is my opinion. That's all for now, guys. See you in the next video. Bye-bye.